Josh misunderstood my video on selling yourself.
That was pretty good.
They're about right actually with price, you know that? Some direct with the Chinese source right here. The problem is if we copy the guy that's in first place, we're never going to beat him.
Okay. So can we get some of your input on this one?
So I'd either add something and go more expensive and not look to, because basically that guy's just getting it at 7, but then he's selling it for way less.
Yeah.
7.34. Look, this is basically all I do to check to see if Jing's giving us a good price. Let me show you.
You check Alibaba?
No. So what I do is I do this. I go to Google, and then I find a English to Chinese translator, and then I enter the keyword. And then when I enter the keyword there, I'll put, and then I copy what it says in Chinese. Okay, so that's what the translation is, right? So I copy that, and then I head over to the site called 1688 is directly where the agents go. It's all in Chinese, so I can't understand anything that says there. Only problem is most of these guys don't know English.
Yeah.
So, I don't know, what we could start to do is maybe just hire a translator. Remember, now all the whole strategy's changed.
When?
Like, no, I'm saying in general. Like,
Oh, yeah.
a better strategy is using the kombucha Dave
Oh,
strategy.
of course. Yeah.
Combined with what we already do.
Do you want to test it on this one?
Check what the lowest price is on the lightning deal. Because I think what's going to happen is if we lowered it to do the giveaways, it's going to be a shitty price.
The current price is $40, so I don't know.
What is the actual desired price?
I'll look. I think I have it somewhere, but I think it might be $50.
So yeah, see, we should just leave it at 50 for like the start and period, like forever.
And we gotta take this little thing too, right? We're giving her this little pink bottle.
Come on back. Yep, come on back. Come on back. That's what they say in South Carolina. They don't say like, keep on coming. They say, come on back. Come on back. Hope right there.
It said that 30 people attempted to pay $2,000.
That's $60,000. Oh no!
It's a good course.
It
like,
is a good course,
it's
yeah.
really fun. It is actually worth, like, his actual time or whatever is probably
100%,
worth
yeah.
that much because, I mean, it's just so badass what you can do with this course. I've never seen it anywhere. I've never heard anybody talk about it. And I thought I gave the best lightning deal tips off the couple times that I had actually done it,
Yeah.
and I talked to other people. Kimmy said she never heard anything like that.
Yeah, it's crazy, right?
Larry never heard anything like that. Most people that I know have not. Bittler didn't even know.
Yeah.
He had no fucking idea. He said that like he had spoken to like Dana or somebody else, and they were like $4.97, and I was like, honestly, I said honestly, Dave, I would do $2.97 if you could, because like this stuff works, and when people see that it works and you let them in at that much of a discount, they're gonna be like,
Yeah.
what else does this guy have? He says he's got product listing loopholes and he's got AMS loopholes. Like, if you can make them just money from this lightning deal loophole, which I've never seen it discussed, you can make them money from the other things. They're going to believe you and they're going to pay you whatever you want for the next loopholes because they know you're the real deal.
Right. It is kind of loud in there, by the way. Look, Allie.
Oh, it is?
Oh. Well, yeah, Liz, do you want me to film this at all when we go to the pizza or just...
Nah, we won't film it.
Alright, cool.
That way we can pig the fuck out. We'll
Like the
film
sound of
after.
that?
We'll be like, oh, we ate
So much salad.
That was
Oh.
it. Salad with no dressing was so good.
So good.
Isn't that my punishment?
Yeah. Josh just ate too much salad with no dressing. Did you see his Facebook brag?
No, I didn't.
It was like, I don't even know how I saw it. Like,
I gotta see it.
for some reason, I was like sitting there when Regina was getting ready and waiting for the webinar, and I'd done a couple things, and Rob puts a fucking post.
Yeah, it was in there like fucking 35 minutes. That's short.
That's awesome.
Wait, the YouTube channel needs to hear this.
Yeah, Tell him what Rob put on there that was like,
Okay,
wow.
so Rob says, walked into the driver license agency at, which is called the DMV, by the way.
Whatever.
Hold on a minute again, okay? Walked into the driver license agency at 9:20 a.m. to renew, and walked out with a new license at 9:55 a.m. with no appointment. ... Liz says, wow, you live such a charmed life.
I was like, what the fuck is this about? Fucking sick, Robbo.
I'm on it.
Not only does he have luck at the DMV, he's future internet tycoon.
It was impossible to say 10 times fast.
Just
5
drive
times
around
fast.
and we'll find
Toy
something.
boat. Toy boat, toy. Not even once.
I can't even do it once.
I can
times
say
fast.
it one time.
What did you
Toy
say?
boat, toy boat, toy.
I thought you said
Toy boat.
I think I have enough food in my belly to slow
Not get that
digestion
fucked up.
in case I get drugged.
Okay. Imagine we go in there and then we're like, people start buying Josh drinks and then we're like, Rob, just go.
I'd be so.
just take
upset.
Justin home. Everything's gonna be okay.
If I wake up in a dude's bed, I will not be happy. Or the dude in my bed.
We want to blurt that out.
That's the intro.
That's
the intro.
Yeah, imagine like he said something like that. We put it at the beginning, and Josh starts getting the like hit song from Sugar Daddies.
Oh my no. There's many ways to get the money for your first product on Amazon.
That is not one of them. But if it suits you, fucking go for it.
Yeah.
It's called opportunity.
If you're fine with that shit.
Josh misunderstood my video on selling yourself.
That's what the intro should be. So Josh totally misunderstood my video for selling yourself. He's taking it to a whole new level. He started to worry us.
That was normal.
That is
Like,
not
is that
normal.
okay?
That was not even remotely normal
we
behavior.
just thought like we were so excited. We thought we'd set a world shot record.
I thought you're supposed to like take time with it and like.
Like, I know, you know
Yeah.
what it was everybody on the OMG webinar was saying like, oh, we missed the shots webinar, we missed. We're like, fuck, we can't do the shots webinar. That would be a huge injustice because then we're like fucked up.
Yeah.
But what if we went after the webinar and we did a shots like
Post
gone wild
yep.
post party shot, and so we went into the club and we got
Yeah.
5 shots or
There were a
something.
lot of dudes in there.
It's a sausage fest in there.
I'm
but-
just kidding.
We were just inside a sausage fest, and we had 5 shots or so.
Yeah. The first 3 within 30 seconds of each other.
I think altogether was like.
I was
5
like,
and 10
Liz,
minutes.
can we do these back to back? No. What are we doing back to back?
My favorite part was the guy was like, I thought these shots were for you and lots of other people.
In fact, we asked him at the end, like, should we do one more shot? And he was like, no, you should not.
Fucking music, yeah.
Shit. I was like,
Guys almost went in the white truck.
Yeah, we almost got into a white truck. It had an
looked just like
uncanny
yours.
resemblance. Yeah.
Yeah.
They were like
It
very
looked
similar
nothing
color.
like your car, Rob.
It was a 4-door
Completely
white
different.
Chevy Silverado.
Silverado.
I thought it was
Black
just like I
Ford
thought it
Escape.
looked just like
It
Rob's.
did. In fact, I think the driver resembled Rob.
In fact,
Rob, do you have a
took-
twin?
might
took so many
Everybody
shots.
says I have a twin. Or
Oh.
everybody has a twin.
I took so many shots that when Rob drove up, I could have sworn he had long hair.
A huge success, though.
That was so much fun. Now at least we'll go to bed nice and drunk,
For real.
but not like to the point where we're like.
Yeah, I'm not
throw
like
up
throwing
or
up or
anything.
anything, thank God.
So we have to edit this. We kind of had a mess up on the actual webinar, and it was kind of a little bit of a disaster, but not so much. You know, sometimes people are so afraid to do things perfectly. This one was like very imperfect, but we kind of just ran with it. So don't be afraid to do things the wrong way, because trust me, I do things the wrong day every single fucking day. You will get us more shots. And then he was like, yes, I will! That was
You
the
went
best
with it.
part of the whole
He
thing.
was
I did
excited.
the fucking Jedi thing. We require more shots. Opportunity, a gigantic opportunity that nobody's ever revealed. But as I began to investigate some of the biggest brands on Amazon, I realized that these guys already were doing this. And while I have products that are in the top 1,000, we're still not even doing it. But then I began to realize that there was a pattern with these extremely successful brands, because every single one of their products was actually executing the strategies that Dave talked about, which is just amazing. So that I think that even Russell should rethink on his actual slides. Let me show you where people dropped off. Where I think he could actually improve upon is at some point a big red X goes over the 997 when he's actually laying this out and he's saying total value to you is 997. But I want to ask you this. Yeah, but I want to ask you this question before you do the X. It would be total value 997. Before we get to the 997, I want to ask you guys this question. What exactly is this worth to you? What exactly is this worth to your business's bottom line? And I really want you to think about how much extra money this could add to your business, not just today, not just this week, but this entire year.
True.
No.
Is that a good, like, it started off as like a good thing and then it's, oh wait.
We'll just die.
We're just gonna die.
We won't get there.
No.
We won't get to the addicted phase.
It's like Will Smith says, if you put me on a treadmill with somebody else, I'm gonna die on that treadmill. We would never like become treadmill addicts. Which, yeah, I mean, you know, like treadmill addict, like, is like, think of it as drugs, but we will fucking die. Like, we could never become drug addicts because we would overdose. If it was actually like a good thing, you know? Let's say it was like the Limitless movie, and we actually had a drug like that, right?
Mm-hmm.
And we have the Limitless movie.
I take that shit.
We would abso-fucking-lutely take that shit, but we would overdose immediately. But it builds it with like 70 reviews.
Yeah, so it's a question of, do you want to use investors' money to build the listing up?
Maybe we should.
And then don't have them invest on the second order?
Yeah, this is a one-time deal. They don't have any equity in the brand.
So that means we would have to come up with $60,000, which I think we can do.
You just need 30, it says. My sheet says.
No, but like midway through the sale of those, we need to come up with 60,000 for another.
Right.
For AMS, since you've had a lot of experience running it, is there any connection is there an API connection? How many people say they're doing something and you don't really like, I haven't seen any indication that there's a software out there. And like you said, money loves speed, right?
Yeah.
I might have gotten it backwards. I don't really fucking know. Same, you know what I'm talking about. So, like for us right now, headed into Christmas, where we could load up hundreds, and this is something that can be sold very easily. Like hundreds of t-shirts, all those merch sellers out there would pay an arm and a leg to have access for that software during this Christmas season. Money is he had the notifications enabled on his actual iMac, or what is it, the MacBook, and every time he made a sale on Shopify, it would pop up here in the corner. And as we sat there for like an hour and a half or 2 hours talking, that fucking thing was like
Lighting up.
like a fucking slot machine. And I was like, holy shit. So when I went on stage, the most powerful selling point is stories or showing proof, like you did with your kombucha. So when I went on stage, I told everybody that because it was the truth. Because as I sat there, I was stunned at how many sales he was making off of Amazon. Because I'm an Amazon person. Everybody says you're at the mercy of Amazon. If they shut your account down, you're fucked, right?
Right.
But here's a guy who controlled his own traffic. He controlled his own actual sales. And as I sat there, it was like a slot machine. Ding, 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 how many sales he had. And I literally counted them, and at some point I lost track because they were going off so quickly.
Salesme, or sorry, I got this wrong. Marcos and Tech and Fashion are asking, where do we get these products from? So you went through all the sourcing videos and you like analyzed and identified good products, but like where do they actually go to get it?
You can get them through trade shows. You can get them through Alibaba. You can get them through your agent, like Chinese sourcing agents. You could get them through other companies that you can wholesale their products. So those are you could get them like retail arbitrage. So if you still go to stores and scan items and put them on, you could get them from there too. So those are the kind of like the places that I would start with.
You salesman ask, hi Liz, whenever I watch you are selecting product, only Q. Do you source the product you select from other suppliers like Alibaba and sell directly on Amazon, or do you set up an Amazon affiliate website?
No, you can set up an Amazon affiliate website, but you're only going to get like, I think it's 5% or something ridiculous. So you find your own products and you put them up on Amazon and you like create your own brand and you build like long-term brand. Like I was just talking to Josh, and one of our very close friends just sold one of their brands for $3 million, and that's something that they created in a couple years, and they still have a bunch of their other brands. So that's just the power that you can create by creating your own brand.
We write down the ASINs for sourcing the products. What do you do with the ASINs? Shane Govrich asks.
The ASINs are just for like future reference if you're trying to remember what you thought was good or what looked good, so that you can do additional research on it. So that's the only reason you write them down.
Angelica Parker asks, "Hi Liz, what is happening with Amazon? How can we work from home? Thanks."
Amazon is just a big ass site. Like you can use their traffic to make a shit ton of money. Like literally, that's one of the big things that people are taking from it is a ton of money. Like I know people that literally barrel in the money on a daily basis. So you're just using their notoriety by putting your products on there and getting people to visit your product pages and then selling your product.
Michael Bevington had asked, if you had to make a choice between Jungle Scout or Market Intelligence, which one would you choose?
Michael Bevington, I already answered this from he's pretty much he's good with my answer, but I'll repeat it here. It just depends. Like if you have the budget for it, Market Intelligence has a couple extra nice touches, but you got to have now $20 a month. It was $10 a month when I was recommending it. So that's like $140 a year. Whereas I think Jungle Scout will cost you $80 like in one shot or something like that. It might even be less. So it depends on how much money you have to put into it. If you don't have that much, just go with Jungle Scout. It'll do just enough for you.
That's it.